tempo. Told fool, he a fool with the shit. Told her don't let her friends know. In the building, I move like a dime. Eating fettuccine and Vincenzo's.
What's up, you guys? It's your girl Didi, and I'm back again with another freaking video. I say that right as my nail literally comes off. Mom life, like nails popping off. I literally just put on a bunch of press-ons before this video. All of them gone. But this whole hand still has them. I don't know. This is my dominant hand, so I was doing a lot with this hand. So basically all the nails are off of this hand, but they stayed on this hand. Crazy. Anyways, I'm in the process of a transition with my channel. I'm a mom now. In the words of Keke Palmer, I'm a mother. To you, baby. With that comes a lot of like getting acclimated all over again, a new routine, all that, no sleep. Like, me and my daughter just had a nap before this video. Like, I had to get one in. I was like, if I'm gonna film anything, I have to take a nap. Like, I literally have to. So this has been okay. This video is gonna be an update, what's going on with me, like mom life, and just kind of stuff that's going on. Also, I got this cup.
Nobody cares.
Okay. Look at it. It's so cute. It says Libra on it. I got it from Walgreens. I mean, bless you, baby. Honestly, let's talk about a few things. So, motherhood has been motherhooding. How can I explain this? It's definitely a change. Nothing, and I mean nothing, is about you anymore. It's about your child. And I already knew that coming into this. I already knew what it was. I knew I had to shift my routine, my priorities. I had to shift everything and just shift it as her being my sole priority, right? And that's partly why I haven't been on YouTube, because I've been trying to sort out some things. Your sis finally got a car. Well, I had a car, but long story short, my man has been using my car to go to work. It is insured. He can drive, okay? I'm not doing anything illegal, but we only have one vehicle, and I need two vehicles, like, cause I'm no longer working where I used to work, cause me and my boyfriend used to work together. But I'm no longer working there because I need something more flexible. I just know that I cannot work a 40-hour job, come home, make sure the house is clean, make sure there's food on the table, make sure I'm not ignoring my child. Like, I want to be able to actually be here and like spend time with her, watch her grow. I'm so glad I didn't rush and go back to work. And I really hope and pray that other mothers out there have the chance to just spend time with their baby, especially like when they're this young. I just got to sit here and like, not sit here because I was running around the whole time. I'm still running around. Like, there's really no chilling out. Like, she's either hungry, there's a diaper change, gotta do laundry, blah, 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 dishes, keep the house in order. Like, between 3 to 6 months, I hope they got like a chance to spend time with their kid, because I just know if I were to work a 40-hour week, I wouldn't have no energy to give to her. Like, she would just get like this. Okay, change the diaper. I know my limits and I know what I can handle, right? I have been working. I got this car about a week ago, and ever since I got it, I've been doing constant Instacart orders. New moms out there, please, if you have a car and you have your license, do Instacart. You can make a lot of money. You can work when you want, for how long you want. Like, it's totally up to you. And I really love it. I used to do DoorDash, but then I realized like they just be giving you chump change. But Instacart is really where the money's at. Yesterday I did a full day of work and I made about like $80 to $85. Doesn't sound too much, but if you add that up into days, like if you did that 4 or 5 days a week, you could make a really good check off of that. So for right now, that's what I'm doing. And until she gets a little older, because my anxiety will not let me leave her for long periods of time, like for days at a time. Just until she's about maybe 6 months. Hi, baby. You just want to watch mama? But yeah, you guys, so I want to tell you guys about my delivery day, right? My due date was March 20th, right? Took a leave of absence at work a month before I was due, just because I wanted to make sure I had everything finished, like everything was set and ready for her to be here. Here, baby. You want it? Hi. Come here, baby. They want to see you anyway. Hey, y'all, don't mind the hair, please. Like, she just got up from a nap not too long ago, so please don't mind that. This is Miss Eliza May. This is Eliza May, y'all. Say hi, everybody. Say hi, everybody. Yeah, her hair looks absolutely a mess, but she's a baby and she just got up from her nap, so she's cool. But her due date was March 20th, right? So I remember a few days before my due date, I was kind of just like, yo, come on, Eliza, come on, you can come early if you want, like a few days earlier, nothing crazy, but you can come early. But she was like, nah, I'ma wait. I was scheduled to go to the hospital on the 20th because I had gestational diabetes. So they didn't want her staying in there long at all. Like any time past her due date, they didn't want her staying in there. So I got to the hospital and they, we get in there, I packed everything. I packed the diaper bag. I was ready to deliver either that night or the day after, whatever. Yeah. We talk about you, baby. Got there and they induced me like an hour after I got there. And when the contractions hit, y'all, first and foremost, hold on. Contractions weren't bad. They felt like regular cramps. Like literally they just felt like regular cramps. The thing is, they don't stop. When you have cramps, they eventually stop after, I don't know, like a couple of hours. These did not stop, and they only got worse. Like, they intensified so much, like, to the point where I remember, mind you, it was just me and my boyfriend at the hospital. My mom came that night just to, you know, see how we were doing, and then she left that night. Came back in the morning. Okay, so because we got there at 7 p.m. We got at the hospital at 7 p.m. They induced me at 9 p.m., right? Which I don't know why, because how was I supposed to sleep? But I guess they didn't care. They just wanted the baby out, which understandable. I started feeling them 2 hours in. I started feeling them at 11. They was just normal cramps, like whatever. Come 2 a.m. in the morning, 2, 3, I was like, yo, I'm over these cramps. You know, like when you be over with cramps, you want to take Tylenol, but they wanted me to wait. I couldn't take pain relievers right away. I had to wait. So as I'm like, oh my God, they're getting so bad. And then my boyfriend was over on the couch, just sleep peacefully.
Get your ass up. Get your ass up. Get up. Motherfuckers, get up. Get your ass up. Get up.
And I don't know why, probably maybe because this is normal for women, but I was pissed. I'm like, I'm over here in pain, cannot sleep, tired as hell. Mind you, the night before I did not really get any sleep. I'm over here, can't sleep, in pain, and you sleeping like a sloth in hibernation. I don't know, like it was pissing me off. So I took a bag of chips and I chucked it at his head. I sure did. Mind you, I have never, y'all be like, oh, that's abuse. Bruh, I have never been mad at this man. He has never done anything to make me mad. I don't believe in we don't do that. We don't do that toxic relationship stuff. I was just like, yo, wake up. For some reason in that moment, I just was like, everything was bothering me. It took him 5 seconds to react. He was like, what? And then he wakes up, and then he got up, and then he was rubbing my back because I was having really bad like back contractions. Any of you that deal with that, I'm so sorry. Like it really did hurt so bad. Yeah, you were on your way. I go on the bouncy ball, you know, and I'm moving my hips around, and it's kind of relieving the pain off my back. For some reason, that really helped, like doing that kind of breathing, that was really like my go-to, and it really helped. So I'm just feeling contractions all night long into the daytime. Then they're just getting worse and worse and worse. Might have been 9 or 10 in the morning. They gave me my epidural because I was like, at that point I could not handle the pain anymore. So they give me the epidural. I'm thinking it's really gonna hurt. It really just feels like a needle, like a regular needle when you get like your blood drawn. But I had to keep very still, and nobody talks about how hard it is to keep still when you're having like really bad contractions, and you gotta keep still and just grit your teeth. I was biting, I was gritting my teeth like this because I'm like, yo, I can't keep still. They give me the epidural, and then right away it's like, oh. Right away I just started feeling numbness, and they set me back on the bed, and I started feeling numbness in my legs. And this started to freak me out because I was talking to somebody at work. Where you trying to go, baby? I was talking to somebody at my work, and they were like, oh, don't get too much of it because it can numb you from your chest down sometimes if you get too much. And knowing me and my anxiety, I would have stopped breathing or something because, yo, I want to feel my upper half. Just numb me from the waist down and I'm okay. So yeah, I could not feel my legs. It was really freaking me out. Like, I'm not gonna lie, I started asking them. I was like, yeah, is this normal? Is this normal? I was asking the nurses. I was probably getting on their nerves, but like, I don't care. Like, I just wanted to know that everything was going as it was supposed to. So, come on, baby. The epidural started working. I was like, it's like, okay, I'll take the numb legs. So this is where they started like literally getting on my nerves, right? Like, they're like, okay, you're 10 centimeters dilated. And by the way, I got dilated so quick. Like, they said, wow, you're moving like really, really well. Like, most women, it takes them a full day to dilate. It only took you like overnight to dilate. And I was like, okay, good. I was happy about it. What annoyed me with them is they told me, like, when we were getting ready to push, they're like, oh wow, you're fully dilated. It's gonna take you like 2 hours max to push out this baby, maybe even sooner. They got my hopes up so bad. When I tell you they got my hopes up so bad, because it took a full whopping 5 hours.
What did he say?
Of pushing. Yes, 5 hours. 5 hours, baby, it took for you to get here. I don't know what she's looking at. Are you ready to go back in your swing? Woo! So when I first started pushing, mind you, I have the epidural, so I can't really feel what's going on down there, right? But they're telling me I'm actually pushing. All right, it didn't take no 5 hours. It took 4. It took 4 hours. 4 hours to push it took, y'all. The 2 hour mark, I'm like, y'all said that it was only gonna take 2 hours. What's the deal? What's going on? They're like, oh, so the way she's turned, it's kind of making it like harder for her to come out, because apparently like her head is supposed to be like face up here, back of her head down here, and like this way. Her head was like sideways. So they were trying to manually like, because apparently her head was just sitting out of my hoo-ha. Yeah, your head was just sitting out, baby. Just, everybody could see it. And they're telling me this, and like, they're like, oh, so that's why it's taking longer. And I'm like, what does that mean? Like, I'm thinking like it's something dangerous. Like, what's going on? Like, what does that mean? And they're like, oh, well, it's nothing big. We just have to slowly like turn her, or wait for her to turn herself. So anyway, they were also saying that because her head was turned and I was pushing, it was causing a lot of bleeding. And I'm anemic, okay? So, and this is on me. I wasn't really taking my iron supplements like I should have been. I was taking them, but I wasn't taking them twice a day. I was probably getting in 1 dose a day instead of 2 doses. Yeah, so they're like, oh, you're losing a lot of blood, so we're gonna try to shift her head. So they were trying to shift her head, and a male doctor came in. Well, he was the one doing it the whole time, but at that point, I did not care. I was in so much pain. I was so out of it, delirious. I was just like, whoever, I don't care. Let's just get Miss Eliza out. I'm pushing, he's like gently trying to turn her head. Yeah, it's kind of gross talking about it, but it's how you got here, baby. Yeah, it's how you got here. She's just talking. She's like, why is mama talking to the camera, not me? I'm telling you a story, baby, how you got here. Another hour goes by of just me pushing and pushing. And when I tell you I had like no sleep the night before, and the night before we even got in the hospital, I had like 2 hours of sleep. I was exhausted. When I tell you I was exhausted, I had nothing left, no energy. It was depleted. When they call it labor, it really is labor. Like your body is laboring constantly, and you don't get no breaks. You can't. So after the 3rd hour, I'm like literally they're seeing that I'm out of it. Like I'm literally looking like a zombie. I'm like, yo, like I was so tired and I was losing a lot of blood. So they're like, okay, rest for 15 minutes. So they just basically lay me on my side with my legs still wide open. Yeah. This is too graphic, but this is the story of how she got here. Oh, what's up, baby? You calm? Yeah, they tell me, okay, go ahead and take like a 15 to 20 minute rest. I fell asleep for like 15, 20 minutes. And after 20 minutes, I kind of woke up on my own. They didn't wake me up because they were gonna let me rest for I don't know how long. But by the way, this whole experience, my boyfriend is holding one of my legs and my mom is holding the other leg. But when I did wake up, he was just like sitting on the chair and he had my hand and he was looking so concerned and worried. And I just felt so bad. He really was like just really nervous. And my mom was like rubbing his back because I guess he thought like we were done for or something, because I couldn't see, but apparently I was bleeding a whole lot. So they're like, okay, back to it. We got to get this baby out. Come on, we can do this. And they're like, and I loved my nurses. When I tell you I love my nurses, they was hyping me up the whole time. They're like, you got this, girl. At this point, I think they said the max they want you pushing is 3 hours, no more than 3 hours, right? So at this point, when they're like, okay, come on, let's get to it, they're also like, you have to push. You have to really push this time, because if you don't, you're gonna have to have a C-section. And I really didn't want that because I was already in the process of doing a vaginal labor. I didn't want to be torn up down there and then have a cut on my stomach too. Like, what was the point of me even pushing? Right. I was like, all right. So I'm like pushing. I'm really pushing my hardest. I'm like, ah! And I even started screaming at the end. I was like, ah! Let's get this baby out. I was so determined. So I'm pushing, and like the next 30 minutes, it took like another, I think it was like a 30 or 45 minutes, and she, again, we're at a standstill. Her head was like more out. I'm sorry, I'm not trying to do the visual, but her head was more out at this point. But it's, for some reason, she wasn't coming out all the way. So they're like, okay, we're gonna have to assist with the vacuum suction. So apparently they have a little vacuum suction that they put to the baby's head, and like, just like, and he said he was gonna barely use it. He was gonna use just a little bit of pressure just to push it out, because it can damage, the baby's head. So he's like, yeah, I'm gonna be super gentle, just use a little bit of suction just to help with this last few pushes, right? So mind you, it's been 3 hours and 40 or 45 minutes, right? So I'm like, all right, let's do this. Mind you, I'm still wiped out. I only had a 20-minute nap in 2 days. I'm exhausted. So I'm like, all right, come on, let's do this. So I like pushed, and her head was out, And then at that point, she just flew out. Graphic, but yes. It was your birthday, baby. And then Miss Eliza May was here. She laughing. Miss Eliza May has arrived. 3 hours, almost 4 hours of labor. I remember this so vividly. And then they set her on my chest. I just started bawling. I was bawling so hard. I don't even know. And I feel like any other mother can relate to this. It's like a cry like that just comes like from the depths of you. It's like so weird. So I literally started crying. I was like, oh, my baby. I was crying. Oh my God. And I was just so happy that she was here safe and sound and that we made it through. We made it through, baby. Oh, oh. We made it through, cause God got us. We made it through, cause God got us. After they gave her to me, then they take her away from me. Plug her nose, they had to make sure her airway was clear. They had to do all sorts of things. So they took her. So, and at that point, I was so exhausted and hopped up on so many meds. I was so delirious. I just was so tired. They were sewing me up, and they were sewing me up for a good like 40 minutes, like a good 30 minutes. They were like sewing me up to the point where I'm like, yo. And I was asking him, because at this point I just wanted to go to sleep, and I guess I could have, but I wanted to know what was going on. But I asked him, I was like, y'all, are y'all done yet? I really need to go to sleep. And then he's like, yeah, I'm just trying to make it look like it did before.
What do you mean by that?
I don't know if he was being funny, like, but that's not the time to be joking with me. What do you mean? What does it look like? Come on, Peppers. Here, let me get your binky. I was so out of it, I was just like, I don't know what he means. They transferred me to another bed because I had to go upstairs to where, like, the mothers go. So they transferred me to another bed, and then they brought me upstairs, and I just passed out. I don't know how long I was passed out for, but I was passed out for a minute. But it's okay, it was worth it. I got my little bug. I got my little peanut. She is 4 months, you guys. Say I'm 4 months and 2 weeks. Mwah. So that was the story. As far as the healing process, man, that first week was rough. I could not move at all. We discharged, like we left the hospital on the 23rd. All the nurses were great, mind you. All of them were so loving. I could call them aunties. That's how nice they were. But this last one, I don't know what her problem was, but it's like when we were trying to go, I felt like she was trying to rush us out of the hospital. Every single movement was extremely painful. Mind you, they had me on the max pain medication. They had me on ibuprofen, all the works. So they had me on all the pain medication. Even then, every movement hurt so bad. And I remember the second day, I was like, yo, I have to take a bath. I have to get in the shower. I can't. It was literally like making me feel so disgusting. Yeah, I had to get in there. So I actually forced myself to stand up in the shower and just take a little shower, because I was like, yeah, I have to. So I did that. But my mom helped me in the shower too, because I couldn't do it myself. This lady, this nurse, mind you, everybody else was cool, but this one, she was rushing us out, and mind you, I could not stand. It was very hard for me to stand up. She's like, okay, we're gonna walk outside.
Huh?
And I was like, oh, can I get a wheelchair? Like, I really can't walk that far. Like, well, it's kind of standard procedure for us to just walk. Because where is that a thing? I've heard most people say they get wheeled out. So I'm like, nah, I want a wheelchair. I didn't say that because at that point I was so out of it. I didn't feel like arguing with nobody. But my mom was like, nah, get her a wheelchair, please. She's in extreme pain. She cannot walk. So please get a wheelchair for her. So she gets that. And mind you, when she's wheeling us out, I don't know if she got annoyed with that or something, but when we got in the elevator, she literally bumps me against the elevator wall. And I don't know if it was on purpose. I don't know what. But I was like, sis, chill out. Like, I don't know if you tired today or what's going on with you, but don't take it out on me. Yeah, but the healing process, I will tell you, I'll probably make that a whole nother video. I'm not gonna lie, because I'm already at 38 minutes. But yeah, the first week was very hard. I struggled a lot, but thanks to both my mom and Danny's mom were offered to help. And Danny's mom, what are you talking about, baby? My boyfriend's mom stayed the whole entire week, my first week, when I gave birth, and she just took care of the baby. And I was like, I was so grateful, because there was no way I could have done really anything that first week. But yeah, you guys, that's your story, baby. Oh, I'm so glad it landed in her diaper pail. So I would have had to wash it. Oh. Here, baby. Thanks for watching this video, you guys, and I will see you in another video soon. Bye, sweeties.